Alright guys, so we are in the account creator now. I'm going to cover some basics that you need to know. We got some new stuff into the account creation tool, and this account creation tool that we're building up right now, which is sort of maxing out the bios of the accounts that we create as well in every single profile, as well as putting in some images like the author bio and stuff, and author image and stuff like that. We will put it into the other alpha tools as well later, because we know that they need an upgrade. So we've used the opportunity with this particular tool, with Social Synd Alpha, that we can redo some things inside the account creator to make it even better and increase the success rate. Okay, now excuse me a second. What we've got in here, we've got a few things that you need to be aware of. Okay, here we can recover the last backup. There might be from time to time your accounts will disappear, for example, when there's been an update. If you click on recover last backup, then if it's on the server, then we will be able to pull that back in for you. We do store some stuff in the server for, I think it's up to 48 hours. I will get that checked and confirm it in the next webinar. But we're able to pull back some accounts. But the best thing you can do is just get in the habit of every single time that you created a whole bunch of profiles, just checkbox all. Okay, checkbox all here, click on save, give it a name, and save it in a folder on your desktop or something like that. Okay, and that means you've always got a copy of it and you can pull them back in at any time. Okay, now when you're working with the accounts creator, we always want to have our proxies on. Okay, we need to have our proxies on when we're creating bulk accounts. So it's always advisable that you've got good quality proxies. You check your proxies before you run the account creator. You can see here that we checked this in the last video. Actually, we got about 25 good proxies here. And then you can go and create your accounts with a higher success rate if you're not using the same sort of home proxy again and again and again. Okay, now a new thing that we've added into the tool, this is especially important for doing the IFTTT stuff, because we do want to have full profiles when we're working with IFTTT if we want to do some syndication sequences or applets as they call them. Used to be called recipes. If you've got a whole sort of strategy of sort of syndication rings or link wheels or whatever it might be, you do want to have full profiles to work with. So the problem is always going to be with automated account creation, we cannot guarantee 100% success. It's just impossible. They get to know our email servers from time to time, and we have to go and replace those, you know, every 3, 4, 5 weeks or something like that. They have got strong sort of awareness of bots being used, of automated software being used to create accounts. Okay, and one of those things that they do pick up from us is that we use our own email servers, and from time to time what you might want to do is go and use a Gmail account, for example, with the account creation. Okay, so what we can do though is we can mix the accounts. If I select all the profiles here, for example, okay, and say for example I've got like this one here, I've got WordPress is red. Okay, I'm missing WordPress, I'm missing Delicious, and I'm missing Nimbus.com. But if I come up a bit, you can see I've got WordPress, I've got Nimbus.com. Now what I want to do is I want to have full profile. So if I check box all of these and I click on mix accounts, which I'm not going to do now because I've actually got the account creator running right now. Okay, if I click on mix accounts, it's going to take the whole amount of accounts I've got in here, and it's going to take the first one from each. Okay, so it would start at the top when we are doing a syndication sort of mapping, as we call it, when you're creating those strategy sequences for IFTTT. If you've got any missing, it's going to take the first available on the next profile. Okay, so we might have to take, for example, WordPress.com from this one if we don't have it in this one up here. Okay, that will give us the better chance of being able to complete the syndication. Okay, now the account creator itself will go and create the accounts automated for you with just a couple of clicks, and I will give you a demo of that just at the end of this video. It's nothing nothing hard to do there. So it's about 2 clicks and making a couple of decisions. It's really simple. But what it will also do is it will attach your accounts that it's created to IFTTT. So for example, you can see here the status bar here. Underneath it's got success channel added in IFTTT. Now if I come down a little bit here, you can see it just says success. I need to add these into IFTTT. Okay, now for me to do that, I need to checkbox all and click on start setting up IFTTT account. So what it's going to do is going to attach the iNoReader, the Digo, the Instapaper, Narrow, Pocket, Reddit, all into the IFTTT account that it's created as well. Okay, and this is why it's so important that we can mix the accounts, so that if we need to borrow a WordPress.com from here to fill this profile out, then we can do that and we can have full profiles created. Okay, now a couple of things that we can do as well, extra things before we do that. If we want to just to keep the same email address, the same sort of profile name, etc. for all your profiles, what you can do is you can click on reset failed accounts. Okay, now if you're in any profile and you click on reset failed accounts, it's going to try and do it's going to try and redo these ones in red. Now typically what happens is we will run the account creator 3 times on any site that is red. Okay, any site that we have failed to create an account on within a profile, we will retry 3 times. Now in this update of the account creator, what we have done is we have deliberately put in a delayed retry timing. Okay, we put in I think it's at 15 minutes in between retrying accounts. That means it's going to take longer to create accounts and to finish your profiles. Okay, but you're going to have a higher chance of success that way. What we're finding is if we retry immediately within a minute or two, we just keep getting failures. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go and retry, but with the time delay in between, to give us the best chance of success because of that delay time in between. Okay, and we will try and do that. And there's another button here that says refresh all profiles. Now what you can notice here, if you look at the sidebar here, you will notice this account Sarah Perry has 11 accounts. When we come down here, you can see this one, Hunter Roberts, has got 17. Julia Woods has got 17. And then when we come down here, you can see we've got 20 accounts in this one. That's because we've been adding more sites in as we've been building out the account creation tool. So that means that this one here has got another 9 accounts that it can attempt to do, and plus we can retry the failed accounts as well. So these are 2 different things: reset failed accounts and refresh all profiles. If I click refresh failed accounts, it's going to try and redo this one, for example, from Delicious, and this one from WordPress. And if I click on refresh all profiles, it's going to go and find the missing 9 sites that it is not in this profile. Okay, because they didn't exist in the account creator when we first started testing. Then it will try and get this up to 20. Okay, that's how all that works. So I've covered the basics in here about the account creator, namely, and I'll go through it one by one just quickly, is that we should use proxies when we're creating accounts. You can recover last backup if for any reason you start up the tool or it's had an update and your accounts have disappeared. We do keep a record of them for about 48 hours on our server. You can recover. It's much better though if you click on save all and save into a folder on your desktop or on your documents folder, wherever you like to keep folders. Because this is really important. Okay, now we do need good quality captures to be able to create accounts. We recommend using 2Capture. Okay, you can mix accounts, but to do that you want to really just checkbox all, click on mix accounts, and it's going to keep a database of all the IFTTT.com accounts you've got, all the Delicious accounts you've got, all the Digo, and it's going to take the first of each to create complete profiles when we start to do the sequencing syndication strategy stuff, when we get into those particular tools for actually going creating the syndication that you want to use. Okay, we can reset failed accounts, so the red ones here, if you click on this, it will go and retry these 2 red ones only. Okay, just these 2 it will try. if you click on refresh all profiles, that means if you've got some new accounts added into the tool, into the account creator, and you've only got, for example here 11, and down here you can see we've added 9 extra accounts, then it will try the ones that it hasn't tried before. Okay, that's the difference. Now, one more thing before I go is I want to explain to you how the bulk account creator works. Okay, I'll try and not keep it too long because we will be doing a proper demo of this later. But all we need to do is choose this top one. This is going to be the easiest one. Create emails and accounts. Now, we do have our own email servers. Okay, we have our own email servers. If you choose this option, it's going to be the fastest and highest success rate for emails. Okay, and what you can do then is you can come down and choose how many profiles you want to create and the time delay in between. Okay, now if you do that then and keep it about 15 minutes, you will have a higher success rate just because of that time delay. It does make a difference. Okay, and you can create evenly over 30 days. I don't do that. I don't think you should do it, but it's there for people who might want to do it. This one here, to create accounts with scraped accounts, that will go and recreate expired Web 2.0 accounts. So if you use Scrapebox, for example, to go and find a whole bunch of Twitter accounts that might be expired, it's got, you know, some followers or some backlinks or something, you can do that. Okay. And here you can choose to create accounts with existing emails. This can be important sometimes if, for example, we got failures coming for the same sites again and again, like WordPress, like Delicious, sometimes Tumblr. You might want to retry those accounts with a Gmail account or with a Yahoo account or with a Hotmail account, because sometimes they just recognize our email servers, like this, for example, here, mail.info. If I come down a little bit, you can see this one we've got i7mail.info. If we come down a little bit again, you can see we got jingamail.club, for example. These are all our email servers. Some of these sites are looking for bot activity. They're looking for automation in their account creation, and when they spot them, they will look at the email server. Sometimes they know it's us coming in and they just delete the account straight away, or they don't allow us to make them. And so if you come back in with the bulk accounts creator and you choose to use, for example, a Gmail, and say, for example, you only want to go and create like 10 WordPress.com accounts, you can come in here, you can click this button here to create accounts only on these selected sites, and you could come and choose, for example, WordPress, and go and create 10 WordPress accounts. But you would need to have, you know, a few Gmails or a few Yahoo mails or whatever. Okay, now there will be, underneath this video, I will put an example CSV file of the exact format that you would need, because if you're going to use existing emails, you can see here we've got select a file, we can browse, and we would choose a file that would have the information about your Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail or whatever email server you're using. Okay, so we will put a video underneath this. We will put a sample file underneath this video so you can see the exact format that it has to be. It will have the site name in column 1, the username, and the password that you want to use. Okay, and it will go and create those for you. So that's basically all you really need to know about the account creator, but I will show it in action, actually going and creating some profiles in later videos when we start to build out a campaign. Sorry, I got lost for words there. My dog was barking in the background and it was really distracting. So yeah, as we start to build out some profiles and stuff, when we start to build out some campaigns, I will show you exactly how to use it, but it's really super simple. Choose create accounts and emails and unchoose that one for any selected account if you want to get the full profile. Okay, choose a time delay. I recommend 15 minutes. Choose about 10 profiles to create at a time. Create your profiles. Once you've got your profiles done, select all. You can click on mix accounts if you want. You can try and retry the failed accounts if you want. Okay, now it does automatically try 3 times, so you wait for that to finish. If you still got red, you can click on the reset, and you can refresh all profiles if you got some new sites added into the account creator that you want to try and add into the profiles later as well. Okay, so that's it for this video. It's pretty simple, the account creator. It's very, very powerful, but as with anything automated to do this kind of thing, we cannot guarantee 100% success rate. You know, some sites will from time to time fail, but there are workarounds if you want to find the workaround. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.